Alright YouTube, back with another video for you. Love doing these gun reviews. Just started, and also it's a hobby of mine. I enjoy hunting, I enjoy target shooting, and you'll notice I'm not one of these tactical kind of tactical guys. I love wood and blued guns. So I'm bringing to you some 22s. This is my collection of 22 rifles. One of my favorite rifles to own, and I think it gets overlooked, being that a lot of times people think of them as it's a gun for new shooters or a gun for kids. Me personally, I think they are great guns for adults and great guns to practice with since they're cheap to shoot. So I apologize for filming in this ideal location of my bedroom, but it's dark by the time I get home and I wanted to do another video. So let me run down what I have here, and I will show you my 22s, the models I own, what I like about them, tell you why I enjoy the 22 rifles. First off, as you were looking in the intro there, is a classic, a Winchester Model 75 Target. Got this gun used. I forget the exact date of it. It's got the peep sights. It is a very fun gun to shoot. What I really like about it, full-size adult stock. It fits like a glove. I'm 6'2". This gun fits me perfectly as an adult. Some 22s feel like they're too small, like they were made for a kid. Not this one. Incredibly accurate. Love shooting it. It's got the action basically of a 69, if you're familiar with the Winchester 69 or 69A. It is drilled for target scopes, which I don't have. I think they're very pricey to find an old target scope. But they do take a 5-rounder, which is typical of, I think all Winchesters of these generations take that same clip. Awesome gun. Heavy barrel, blued, and steeled. I love it. Even metal butt plate. Very nice gun. Next is another Target 22. I am not showing these in any particular order, except I'll finish with my favorite, which I don't know if you saw on the bed, which one happened to be last. But this Mossberg is not today's Mossberg. This is back when they made a very nice piece. This is a Mossberg Model 144. This is a 22 long rifle. Nice action. Trigger on it is not the Target style type Christmas that Winchester is. Still a nice trigger on this though. Another 5-rounder, I think. Can't quote me on that. It's 5 or 7. Very nice gun to shoot. Beautiful walnut on this gun. This gun has absolutely beautiful walnut. And again, this is a Mossberg Model 144 Target. Love this gun. The only thing I don't like, that's plastic. I wish they would have used metal, being the quality of this gun is so high. You don't find guns made like this unless you pay big bucks nowadays, which is a shame. I wish these companies would bring back quality American blued metal guns. What was I going to say? Oh, this one. The proportions don't fit me as good as that Winchester. You'll see it feels small on me. This would be great for a shorter person. I make it work because I like the gun, but it's not ideal. I like my finger to just be touching the trigger. You'll notice my hand wraps way around. So the grip's too small for me, but I love the gun. Mossberg 144. Neat gun. All these guns here I bought for $300 or less. Except for the last one. I think it was about $350. Here is a $40 gun. It was in a fire. I refinished it. Shoots lights out. It's a Mossberg. Got Mossberg on my head. Marlin. Model 60. Very popular gun. I think a lot of people own these. This is very comparable to the Ruger 1022 as far as price. I personally like the Marlin better. That's why I have this. I wouldn't mind getting a Ruger 1022. But this is all I have. I don't have a lot of semi-22s. This gun, believe it or not, for being in a fire, actually wasn't in it. It got hit by the fire extinguisher. I got it real cheap used. It actually shoots incredibly well. If it had a good trigger, it'd be lights out. The only thing holding this gun back is the trigger's real gritty. But I think that's, even though this was abused, I think that's kind of the case with these guns. Reliable, extremely accurate for a fun plinker that you can buy cheap is that Marlin Model 60. I got lots of Marlins because I like their 22s. This was my first ever 22. This is a Marlin 25, is it N? Yeah, 25N. It's got a birch stock that was brown stained like walnut. I stripped it, just covered it with oil. This gun is fun. You cannot beat Marlins for a cheap, accurate, reliable 22. Their bolt actions are phenomenal. And why I say that is, this I shot this year at 100 yards. I'll leave it on a piece of paper with this gun. I'm not a marksman, I enjoy shooting, but that's, I consider accurate for this gun, just at a range with sandbags sitting underneath the front of the gun. So that was at 100 yards. What do I got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. Just with this plain Jane Marlin. My buddy, my brother-in-law, he has a Ruger 22. This expensive, Mark IIs or something, and this Marlin actually outshoots it. So I would never doubt a Marlin when it comes to an accurate, cheap 22. The triggers are easy to adjust with actually, you look it up on the internet, you can use a spring out of a pen to reduce that trigger pull. Very fun gun, very accurate gun. The bolts are a little stiff, but they work in. I definitely wouldn't call them smooth, but they do work in. For the money, they're one of my favorites, is the different variations of Marlin bolt actions. Here's a neat one. Picked this one up. This one is a Marlin Model 99, like the Model 60, except it has like an M1 style stock. I'd seen these online, had no intention of buying it. I just happened to go in the gun shop to see what was there, saw it, the price was right, and it's cool looking. It's very light, extremely light. Fun gun to shoot, doesn't hold a lot. It holds 9 rounds compared to the other one holds something like 15, the Model 60. But again, beautiful walnut. I wish I was around buying guns in the days when they were making stuff out of walnut in the cheap price range. Yeah, I was probably maybe a kid when this was made, but now that I'm old enough to actually afford to buy things when I'm allowed, you can't get to stuff like this anymore. It's birch, synthetic. I love old school, love the walnut. This is a very pretty gun. The poor lighting, it's dark out. It's getting dark when I get home, so I had no other place to put this many guns but the bed. So I apologize for the footage of me sitting here on the bed. I wish I could get these outside so you could see them in the light, because here's another beautiful Marlin. This one is a Marlin Model 781. These Marlins, I picked up every one of these for under $200. That's what I love about the Marlins, and every one I'm showing you shoots lights out. I don't have a bad shooter in the group. I did refinish this stock with a little bit of True Oil. The stock fits great. I wanted a tube fed, which is why I picked this one up when I saw it. Didn't own one. And again, not birch. It's back in the days when they used walnut. Typical Marlin action. Smooth enough to definitely be comfortable, but a little rough. Definitely not what I would call super smooth, but very neat gun. These old Marlins are fun to shoot. I think I got lucky picking up this one with that walnut stock. And last but not least, my favorite 22 rifle. This rifle I picked up 2 years ago, brand new, and that is the CZ Model 455. To me, this is the bread and butter of 22s. I absolutely love this gun. What I have here is what they call their trainer model, I believe. Birch stock. Again, it's not walnut. You can pay more and get walnut stocks for these CZs. I still like it though. Walnut to me just seems, I like it. But I'll take this over synthetic any day, having birch versus synthetic. But this gun, the shape of it is made for iron sights. It has awesome adjustable iron sights. It goes from 25 to 200 meters. Got a 24-inch barrel. The way this stock is shaped, it fits iron sights. I can hold this thing steadier than any other gun I own while standing freehand shooting. The actions on the CZs are so smooth. Everything about them reeks of quality to me. They shoot as good as you read on the internet. This thing shoots lights out. At 25 yards, I've almost been able to put them all in the same hole. I always seem to pull one, and that's just me. I haven't ever put a scope on the gun. I can't wait to do a review of this one. The one thing that you get with these CZs over, say, the Marlins, which are about half the price, the fit and finish. You can't even tell where the wood and butt plate start and stop. It's finished so smooth. I was worried when I got it. The magazine is plastic. I thought, CZ, this gun is such quality, you throw in a plastic magazine. Until I used it. It's the easiest to load, smoothest feeding magazine I have ever used. So I have no beef with it anymore. Love it. Now, if you saw in the other guns, sometimes you fiddle around trying to get it in there. CZ, smooth as silk. I'll show you too, just some differences you get with the quality of the different price range. Say a Marlin or a Savage versus these CZs. If you take a look at the bolts, I don't know how well this will show on the camera. The Marlin bolt is made of several pieces. Some of them, like the extractors, look like thin metal. I've never had a problem with them, but it's multiple little pieces. You can tell it's not a super expensive firearm. Versus the CZ, almost looks like it came straight out of a centerfire. The difference in the quality of the bolt and the heft of the bolt between the two is night and day, and that goes throughout the guns. If you have the money, the CZ to me is the cat's meow. And I guess you could go more expensive. I don't have the money, so I've never looked at what the next step up is from a CZ, but I've never had to. I've never had a gun that shot as good as this. So I appreciate everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I will continue to make shooting videos, reviews of my firearms, honest opinions of what I think. No gun's perfect. Tell you the flaws I've had with certain models, ones I don't have. And I think shooting videos are more fun than these type videos. But I appreciate everyone who subscribed. Spread the word. I'll get more videos out, and I hope you enjoy. Feel free to leave any comments. But don't ever pass up a 22. Awesome fun. Sometimes it's going to be easier to find 22 ammo. Great range practice. Get out with your buddies, get out with your kids. I try and get out about once a week shooting, or at least twice a month shooting them. Awesome fun. Thanks a lot for watching.